talent manager in Los Angeles, California. And I just wanted to say hi to everybody and give you some tips about why acting classes are so damn important for actors. A lot of times when you're absolutely brand new, you know, you get excited, you've been watching TV for a long time and movies, and you're like, oh my God, I can do that. And there's something in your soul that's driving you to, you know, decide I'm going to be on television. I'm going to be a film actor. And I'm just going to get out there and do it. But you've got to, I want to give you some reality checks on that because I want you to be successful and I want you to get on television and I want you to be a film actor if that's what you want to do. But then you need to know the realities of that so you can actually do it, right? Because wouldn't you really want to know the facts about how to do it instead of just having a dream? Like what are the steps that I have to take to get there? So the first step you have to take when you want to become an actor is take acting classes. It is so critical that you learn how to act. People aren't born knowing how to act. And yes, some of you might say, well, so-and-so didn't have training and so-and-so didn't have training. Well, you know, occasionally someone comes along that's so natural at it, they might not need as much training as somebody else, but everybody needs training, okay? Most actors, 99% of them, need a lot of training because acting is like sports. So hear me when I tell you this. Acting is like sports. You have to train really hard in order to go to the NBA or in order to be picked for the draft for the NFL or in order to play professional soccer or be in the Olympics. People don't just roll out of bed and then land in the Olympics. They have to train for many, many years to get really, really good. And why does that apply to you? Because there are other actors out there in the world who understand that, and they are training really hard 3 days a week, 4 days a week on becoming a great actor. And when you go to an audition, that's who you're competing with. So if you aren't that trained and if you aren't that skilled and if you don't have that kind of power as an actor, you could never be an actor who does. That's the facts, right? So that's like saying you decide to be a basketball player, you get on the court with Kobe Bryant, and you're going to beat him. No, you're not going to beat him. No how, no way, never. Because he's got experience that you don't have. He's got years and years on the court that you don't have, and he can run circles around you. He knows things you haven't learned. He has tricks that he's been practicing and using for years. And you just stepping out there, you're going to be just absolutely be blown, blow right by you. So if you want to be a successful actor and you want to be on television and in films, the very first step you have to take is to train. And what does that mean? A lot of acting classes. It means you're going to be taking scene study classes, cold reading, script analysis, on-camera training, improv training, commercial training, all kinds of training. And if you are Kobe Bryant, you probably didn't train 1 day a week. You probably trained 7 days a week, How good you get as an actor will depend upon how hard and how well you train with qualified people. So if you're in a small city somewhere or a small farm town and there's not a lot of training, and you're probably thinking, well, how am I going to find training? I live on a farm in Oklahoma. Sometimes some of this you're going to have to take at college or at high school. Sometimes you can go to a local theater in the very biggest city in your state, and you can talk to the director of the theater and find out if they offer acting classes. If you go on Facebook in whatever state you're in, let's say you're in Oklahoma and you type in Oklahoma actors, there's going to be actors already a part of that Facebook group, and they'll be able to tell you that the names of the teachers they're studying with, and you could start to get ideas and suggestions that way. But if you can't find anything wherever you are, you should be reading every acting book you can find and watching videos on YouTube about acting. You should be reading autobiographies of actors. So there's a book called Building a Character by Konstantin Stanislavski. Amazing book. It'll teach you somewhat about acting. There's a book called The Power of the Actor by Ivana Chubbuck. There's a book called How to Get the Part Without Falling Apart by Margie Haber. Start reading every single book you can read about acting and the craft of acting, so you could at least start understanding what it is that you need to understand about being an actor. And as you grow and train with, you know, as many local teachers as you can, and then you start moving to a bigger city and train with bigger people. Your training is going to happen for years and years and years. Even when you are working on a TV show, you will still be training. Jane Fonda is on a show called Gracie and Frank, or Frank and Gracie. She's been a legend in Hollywood for 50, 60 years, and she is still in acting classes, even though she's in like season 4 of her television series, new series. She's been acting all her life, and she's still in acting classes. Just like Kobe Bryant is still training as an actor, as an athlete. He's not going to like decide one day, I'm just going to stop training, but I'm still going to play ball. It doesn't happen. He's got to train to keep what he's got. Does that make sense? If you don't train what you have, you'll lose it. So first you train to get it, and then you train to keep it. So you actually never stop training as long as you are an actor. Even when you're famous, even when you're successful, you will still have acting coaches, and you will still have people helping you and training you, okay? So my suggestion is find the best acting coaches you possibly can find and train with them. If you want to take classes online, it has to be with a SKYPE person who is giving you a scene, and you're going over the scene together, and then you are learning, breaking down the scene, and you're learning your parts, and then you're presenting them, and then the teacher's correcting you, giving you suggestions and feedback and guidance, and then you're redoing it. You need to work one-on-one with a teacher. And that is fine if you can't find any in person. You could be working one-on-one with an acting teacher anywhere in the world, wherever you're watching from right now. You can train with acting teachers. I'll put some names of teachers that do Skype coaching in the messages below. So I want to also tell you that you can watch any of my videos. I've been doing them for 6 years. You can watch any of my videos, and they're all still relevant. This business has changed here and there, but the basics of this business have not changed at all. What I said 6 years ago still goes today. Everything in these videos are relevant. Maybe the names of some schools that maybe went out of business, something like that might have changed, but how to build your acting career has not changed at all. You can still follow all the advice that I've given over the last 6 years. Just go back to the beginning videos and watch them. This is a wealth of information. Also, there's a group I created called it's called Talent Managers for Actors. I'm so busy creating. Talent Managers for Actors. It is a Facebook group where you can join the group. There's 150 agents and managers and casting directors and acting teachers and headshot photographers and working actors who are all part of this really loving and supportive community where you can learn a lot about the acting business and have any of your questions answered. You just type in your question and someone will answer it. So it's a really profound way to get some information about the business and learn from other actors, read the questions other actors are posting and how the agents and managers are answering those questions, and you will learn a lot. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to it. If you like these videos that I'm doing, always like and comment. It really helps me out a lot. I've learned that that's really important, so I'd like you guys to do that. And there's a course I created called the Hollywood Winner's Circle. It is the #1 training program for actors because it is written by a talent manager who gets actors in the audition room for a living, whose actors are on television and film because I helped put them there. And if you want to learn how to do that, you should learn what I know. So the Hollywood Winner's Circle is 65 training videos that you can watch at your own pace, teaching you what to do one step at a time so that you're not lost, you're not confused, you know exactly what to do next, and then what to do, and then what to do. And it comes with a private Facebook group called the Winner's Inner Circle, where I am in there every week helping actors through the course. So it's an amazing course. And if you're interested, I would love to have you come check it out at HollywoodWinnerCircle.com. HollywoodWinnerCircle.com. I'm going to go off and do my next video because I have a lot more to teach you guys. And I hope that you're doing well. Stay out of your own way. Don't let anyone get in the way of your dreams. And I will see you on the red carpet.